Hey, my name is Brent here on Cloudy with the Chance of Meeples. Today on the channel, we are taking a look at caution signs. This is the hilarious quick sketch party game in which you see something like a shiny otter, and yet you have 20 seconds to draw it to warn your friends. How is that going to turn out? Well, let me show you how this game plays in the radar overview. My final forecast coming up shortly. Cue the thunder. So the radar overview for caution signs looks something like this. As you can see, here we have 3 different signs that have some drawings on it. In this game, each round, one person will be the guesser and everybody else will be the drawer. Okay, each of the drawers, they will get one of these boards and you can use either side you want. You then get a marker and you get a card that says caution and signs. So all of the caution ones are all different adjectives: friendly, clumsy, foul, rotten, quick, energetic, mature, things like that. And then all of the signs are chipmunk, lumberjack, owl, child, devil, elephant, farmer, cow, cowboy. And so there's a whole bunch of them. I don't know exactly how many. I think 200 of these cards. So quite a bit of cards in this. Okay, you got a score pad. Each player, they will gain, or they will get a caution and a sign. They will then hold it in their hand as they draw. And to be honest, this is actually drawing from my kids and Nicole, and I'm going to try to figure out what it is. But when you have the drawing phase, you will hold your cards like this. You'll get your board like this, and you have 20 seconds, and I would have to draw an energetic chipmunk. And then that would be, the end of the drawing phase, and then it would be the guessing phase. Everybody puts in all of their caution and their signs. So in this case, this was 3 drawers. You add 2 extra, and then you shuffle them up. And then you do the same thing with the signs. You add 2 more, and you draw them up. And then you try to match them up. So let's imagine that this is exactly how a round would work. I would be the guesser. I'll show you how the scoring works, but I'm going to legitimately try to figure out if I can get what it actually was. Okay, so I got a pig, a rock climber, a pirate, a plumber, and a pilot. Okay, well, obviously I think this is a plumber, not a pig. I'm going to take that one out. Rock climber, pirate, pilot, maybe. This maybe is a beard. Maybe that is a pirate. Maybe this is a pilot. Maybe these are like the goggles. I kid you not, I don't know. I'm playing this as if it was the game. My kids and my wife, they didn't tell me anything. So, sad plumber. Clearly. Now, let's try to figure this out. I should also say, and I forgot to mention, when you draw, you only have 20 seconds to draw. So, lightning fast drawing in this game. So, what could this be? Man. Falling, toxic, ugly. I'm going to say this is skinny pirate. And I'm going to say a falling pilot. That would be my guesses. So then I would say yield, and everybody would put up their fingers. Either I got both theirs right, one of theirs right, or none of theirs right. So I really don't know. I know whose is whose, but let's see what it was. So, sad plumber, I got both right. Skinny pirate, both right. And an ugly pilot. That's wrong. That's right. So then we go into scoring. So if in every round, so if the guesser guesses this one right, they get 2 points. And the drawer did extra good, so they get 3. And then this, 1 right, 1 wrong. So me as the guesser, I don't get any points, but this gets 1. And this was right as well. So again, I get 2. and my daughter gets 3. And then you'd wipe these boards and you would start again. Next person would be the guesser, and you just keep going. In a 4 to 6 player game, you kind of go 2 times around the table, and in a 7, 8, 9 player game, you just go once around the table. At the end, whoever has the most points is the winner. So that is how you play caution signs. And like I said, a whole bunch of these different cards: goats, giraffe, flamingo, squirrel, turkey, photographer, Pegasus, vampire, dolphin, whole bunch of different animals and just occupations and whatnot. Nerdy, evil, jumping, wicked, grumpy, fast, peaceful, dramatic, strong, just a ton of different adjectives as well. So there you have it. That is how you play caution signs. Let's move on over now and check out the final forecast. So the final forecast for caution signs, a game all about drawing caution signs for your friends, but you only have 20 seconds to do it. I saw on the radar overview there can be some absolute hilarity in this game because 20 seconds to draw. I think that's like the big thing for me in this game. You only have 20 seconds to draw. Often the drawing things or drawing games, there's like a big gap between people who are good at it and people who are awful at it. And I think this kind of maybe solves it, maybe not, but maybe solves it because it only has 20 seconds per round. The other thing is when you're drawing, the drawers have to hold their caution signs in one hand and draw with the other one. So like you have to, it's much more challenging because if this was on the table, I could hold my board, I could draw neater and nicer. But I think this game shines because they kind of strip or they kind of level the table with some of the maybe problems per se in drawing games when you have people who are fantastic at drawing and others who are not fantastic. Those two things, the 20 seconds, and yet you can only, you have to do everything one-handed. This game has been a riot when we played this game. I played it with my kids, friends, my kids and my friends together. It plays up to, I believe it says 9. Yeah, 9. I've played it at the 3, the 4, and the 5 player, or 3, 4, and 6 player count. I can just imagine the higher player count. That'll just make it a little bit more challenging for the guesser each round because there will be that many more cards and that they have to match up, because some of them are like, friendly and happy. Those are a little tricky because how do you draw the difference between friendly and happy? You also have like foul and rotten. Those could be the same. And sometimes we played around where the two, the two signs, one was alligator, one was crocodile. So that made it more challenging for the guesser in that round because while both of those animals look similar, and to draw them both in 20 seconds for differently is kind of a challenge. You're going to get some words that are like absolutely goofy that you're like, how on earth am I supposed to draw enthusiastic or wrinkly or sparkly or noble, rolling, like stylish? Like some of them are going to be just absolutely chaotic. And that's where the fun comes into this game. This is obviously a party game. There is scoring each round. I think the scoring is like, if you get it perfect, if the guesser gets yours perfect, you get more points than the guesser. And you're only going to have to be the guesser one time per round. So pretty much when it comes to you and you are the guesser, you got to be like bang on to get the most amount of points. I don't typically play party games to keep score. I just play to have fun. We do keep score. The better scoring than in Telestrations, that's for sure, because that game, I don't even think there is legit scoring. But This has just been a blast to play. We've had so many laughing moments, and everybody just displaying their pictures and people laughing at everything that's on the table. And just so, yeah, if like drawing Pictionary style games aren't your thing because you're not necessarily a good drawer, you know what? Check this one out, because despite not being able to draw well, you might still be able to be successful in this game because of the time limit. Everybody's going to be on that 20 seconds. It flies by. The 20 seconds absolutely flies by. And again, you can make it easier if you're playing with younger kids. You just maybe only throw in one of each, the caution and the signs. So there's only one of each that won't match up. If it's too easy, then just throw in a few more and it'll be a little bit more challenging. I'm wondering how it would work with teams. If you would have, a big enough group, 2 people are guessing each time, and then you throw in more of these cards, maybe that would bring in more interaction, having 2 guessers and more drawers each time. I'm not sure how that would work or not, if it would work at all, but I enjoyed this one. I thought it was a lot of fun. Our kids are finally at the point, we just got telestrations this year, and so they love the whole drawing things and the guessing and the Pictionary style games. And then when Wacky Wizard Games sent us a copy of Caution Signs, I was quite excited to show my kids and my wife, because they've really gone into this whole drawing thing, and they're at the reading level. Some of the words are a little bit more challenging for them to read, and so we just tell them to pick a different adjective or whatever. And a lot of times they're like, how can I draw this in 20 seconds? And it's like, just do your best, because we're kind of all in the same boat, and it's all just chaotic and hilarious. So this one is definitely on par for me for telestrations, because it's just an absolute blast. So this is a 75% chance Meeples. Caution Signs, a lot of fun drawing goofy things in just 20 seconds. So if you're a fan of drawing games, check this one out. 75% chance Meeples. Till next time, my name is Brent. Grab your umbrella. The forecast is cloudy with a chance of Meeples.